discretion is advised. SideQuest is a shit show.
And we are live, everyone. Welcome to SideQuest episode 55. I am joined by my co-hosts tonight, Arcturus the Black Compass and Pfizer the Murderous Orc. Lyra could not join us, so it's just the three of us tonight. We're also joined by Poe. Poe is here. Say hello to the people, Poe.
Yeah, I'm here. Whatever. Fuck off.
There we go. As usual, the rules are scrolling across the bottom of the screen. All donations to Super Chats and Streamlabs are appreciated as they refill our treasury so we can continue to bring you this great content every Monday and Wednesday and Friday. Say hello to the people.
Hello to the people.
If I must. Greetings, everyone. Welcome to Death Spiral.
The chat is my favorite part of this show because I can't fucking hear them.
Oh, right, and someone's accused me of being a solicitor. No, I'm not a solicitor, although I'd make an excellent one.
Are you an Avenger? Because you have an A on your chest right here. Are you the silent Avenger that, like, nobody wanted on the team and they leave you at home when they go fight aliens and stuff?
Are you wearing tights underneath that getup?
So, basically, you're accusing me of being Snow Job. Is that it? No, I'm pretty sure I've never been part of any sort of superhero team whatsoever. Nor do I intend to.
Okay, Snow Job.
What the fuck is
I'm
a snow
definitely
job?
not. Nope,
I don't know,
fucking nope.
It sounds like a Volkothan sex act.
A snow job sounds like Elsa blowing me. It's a frozen joke.
I don't think she's interested in necromancers.
It's a frozen joke. Just let it go.
Just doing.
Go that one.
And they're pretty clear on that they've got serious personal issues that don't really help them to touch almost anyone, really.
I hate everything. It's Friday, isn't it?
I suppose so, in their world anyway.
Yes, in the Earth.
They're all kind of blurring together on my end.
We don't talk about the days and the weeks and the months of our world because it's boring. Who wants to talk about Vothan calendar?
I mean, merchants do, but that's just because it facilitates them getting more money.
Yes, but that doesn't pertain to the show that we pipe through to the internets of the Earth realm using magic.
Yeah.
I would like to have a merchant on the show one day, though. Wouldn't that be great if we had such a massive side quest cast of people that we had like 20 health bars on screen and it was like a huge Royal Rumble gangbang?
Just one constant keening wail of the damned.
Yep. And occasionally complete silence because everyone died at the same time.
Yeah.
Primarily when you wanted to say anything, I presume.
Yep, just me talking with the fans, telling them to fuck off while everybody else is dead. I'd like that, murdering 20 people just so I can spend 2 minutes telling the audience to fuck off. That's my birthday present. Can I have a Do I even have a birthday?
Do you have a death day?
Presumably
It's
you did
Death
once.
Day. It's Death Day. Yep.
Okay, Death
Doesn't
Day.
help.
Death Day present.
It doesn't help that like our world has like how many freaking different calendars?
There's a lot.
Nobody follows the damn calendar.
I'm sure they have a different calendar in like Druma, but for the most part, all of the main continents, kingdoms follow the same Keshian calendar.
Oh, good.
Because they have no taste.
I mean, Akakesh makes our money, and so it makes sense that they made our calendar as well.
Yeah. Hey, who controls the money controls pretty much everything else.
He who controls the spice.
No.
I'm a bit horrified, but yes, I suppose if you control the signals, you ultimately do control the shape of the politics, although there's a lot of wiggle room there.
Hey, Pfizer.
Yeah. You about to make a sandworm reference or something?
The pumpkin spice must flow.
I'm gonna kill you when I meet you. That was a basic bitch joke. That joke had
Well put.
just like strolled through with see updo bun.
Feeling attacked.
No. I'm feeling annoyed.
Are you sure? Are you sure? Well, what's in that cup?
Pumpkin spice
Is it spiced?
What is pumpkin spice anyway?
It's a thing in the Earth realm. People become obsessed with this time of year. The closer it gets to their occult holiday, Halloween or Samhain, as I've also heard it called, Samhain.
Who calls it Samhain? It sounds like
It's
sounds
weird.
Like ancient, doesn't it?
It's weird because it's spelled Sam Ain, but it's said Samhain.
Wait, this is either Irish or Celtic, right? Because it sounds like something you could only come up with if you were terribly smashed out the ass.
Yes,
Basically drinking liquid potato.
it's an ancient pagan holiday that got adopted into a children's holiday to dress up and get candy from strangers. Which any other day of the year, getting candy from strangers is a big no-no.
Well, I suppose it's okay if you go to the houses as opposed to the van.
Yes,
Started like a holiday. where
even
you have-
even on Halloween, do not get candy from a van.
Stay away from vans.
Well, it depends on whether or not you happen to like the child that you're escorting, I suppose. If you want to get rid of them, that's one way to do it.
Yeah.
And I hear because of the pandemic, the plague that is infecting the Earth realm at the moment, some places have tried to cancel Halloween, which makes no sense because they're trying to enforce masks for everyone to protect them from an illness. That's the perfect holiday for the pandemic age. Everybody wears masks.
Yeah.
Look.
Cancel.
This shouldn't surprise anyone when they completely refuse to do anything practical regarding plague containment, such as burning wide swaths of the countryside to create dead zones that no one can get across, thus stopping the spread. But they refuse to. Amateurs.
You know, locking people in infected cities. Their cities don't even have walls.
I mean, didn't one of the countries get it right? I think it was China was just bolting people into apartments. Why aren't they following the lead of the country that dealt with it first?
Probably because they caused it.
Because they're a bunch of psychotic commies. We have a Halloween-like holiday here in Voth. It's called Vithika Night, and most people know it. It's as the night of the blood moon, where magic runs awry, and all kinds of crazy spooks and specters come around. And yes, it's kind of crazy. It is a night inspired by the dark goddess Vithika, who is the goddess of vampires. She is also the goddess of betrayal, debauchery, and slutty sexiness.
I really like Vithika Night.
There are so many orgies on Vithika Night.
I know. I have like 3 invitations. You're not going to see my ass in Vithika Night, by the way.
Everybody wears masks because Vithika wore a mask, and to hide the fact that she was once a demon. But she betrayed the demons and joined the gods in the Great War, and the gods were able to defeat the demons, and so they elevated her to a god status. So she's kind of a half god, half demon, dark god. And so she wears a mask, but she's quite beautiful. She's just not traditionally a goddess. She was once a demon. So Vithika Night's exciting once a year, and it about lines up with the Earthrealm occult holiday, Halloween or Samhain. So it's kind of odd. Maybe there's some sort of cross connection between the different parallel dimensions. Maybe some things just exist in every dimension.
Well, if I remember correctly, the holiday has a very distinct effect on the cursed races. I seem to recall something about gnomes becoming incredibly deadly, raving bugbear type creatures. I have to know, I'm really looking forward to this year just to see how the elf handles it.
Yep, Lyra probably
I'm so
needs.
excited.
Lyra probably needs like extra protection on Vithika Night. Not the type of protection Fiza needs. That's a wholly different type of protection.
Yeah.
You're well stocked on catgut, I presume.
Well, see, orcs were originally an accursed race. With Fiza's orc blood in her, Vithika Night, she gets a little eyes wide shut, if you know what I'm saying.
It's a lot of fun, though.
Yes.
I mean, I don't remember a good chunk of the day before or after, but no, it's a lot of fun.
She turns into a complete, drunken, violent nymphomaniac.
Which is just basically an enhanced version of what I normally do.
Yeah, but you have super strength, and you can crush men's penises with your vagina muscles.
Yeah. Yeah, I've done that.
So I will be avoiding your party.
So Fiza's Vithika Night is like broke dick orgies.
Or there was this one dude who insisted on going down below and like it was like a melon.
Juicy.
Yeah. It's not fun.
Where are we even going with this?
We
You really don't need to hear about the lovers whose heads you've smashed between your thighs like an overripe melon. I'm not into it. Some of the chat surely are, because a lot of them are just as debauched as the rest of you, but...
Were you looking for the actual count?
I personally try to have fun on Vithika Night myself. It is a night when my magic is at its most potent, because I use a dark form of magic. I use dark arts. And so it's very potent on Vithika Night. Necromancy, blood magic, soul magic, things like that. I usually have a good time on Vithika Night because I'm 10 times as powerful.
So if you're down with the undead, the dead man's party is the place to go.
Yes. In fact, Vithika Night is the best time to create revenants, which are not normal undead. You know how necromancers can bring people back to life, but raising the dead, they essentially are just mindless zombies that do as you command. They don't even have heartbeats. Revenants are not like that. Revenants actually are living again. They have heartbeats and blood, and they're very powerful magical creatures. It's a great... Yeah, it's a great... Vithika Night is a great night to create revenant hookers.
Fun.
I did not need to know that.
Your hooker anymore.
Anyway, that was quite the tangent. I hope everybody is looking forward to their Samhain celebrations. But tonight we had a first hour segment planned called Law of the Land. It is a segment where I, Magog, your future dark overlord and ruler of your black hearts, decides to look up strange laws that exist in the Earthrealm and then try to interpret them. And I have a list of strange laws that still exist in the Earthrealm. Mostly from the United States, but Hopefully, law of the land will then expand outward and include other countries as well. But as of right now, the United States is the list I have today, and there's quite a few strange laws in the US of A.
It's gonna be a while before you even leave this area.
Yeah, there's a lot. I mean, it's such a big kingdom, isn't it? The United States of A.
Extraordinary in size. I keep expecting it to fall apart into squabbling kingdoms like the Brine any day now. But so far so good, I guess.
Yes.
I just don't understand why Florida isn't ruling it. It doesn't seem to be the nexus of power, and that's strange because clearly they're dangerously insane, and that usually means leader material.
Really? Because I can exactly see why Florida can't rule shit.
So you think that the capital of the US of A should be moved to Florida?
Why not? And it should improve the situation dramatically by encouraging a healthy turnover of politicians when they die in ridiculously embarrassing incidents.
Lot of meth deaths. That's a great band name, Meth Death.
It would be.
That'd be a great heavy metal band name, Meth Death. I'm just putting it out there for anybody. Anyway, let's get to Law of the Land. Now, I know we've read some of these, so I'll try to skip some of the ones we've already done, before. Let us start with the disconnected state, Alaska. All right, so that's disconnected from the mainland. There's actually 2 of the 50 that aren't actually connected continentally. Right? Alaska's one of them. And apparently there's a law in Alaska that states it is illegal to get drunk in a bar. Sit on that one for a second.
Wait.
So
What the fuck is the purpose of a bar in Alaska?
It is considered being it's considered being drunk in public.
No. A bar is a private institution. If you take somebody from the bar and throw them out of said bar, then they are in public. Alaska's dumb.
I thought Alaska was a really boring state. Cold, dark, nothing really happens, never makes the news. They can afford to basically stick their politicians in place and use them as, hat racks. And apparently they have done that because you'd have to be a hat rack to think this was a great idea. Okay. I get it now. They're just that damn bored.
Nope.
They have nothing better to do.
The idea of this law is misleading. Here's what it says. In Alaska, it is illegal to be drunk in a bar. Per the state laws, a person who is already drunk may not knowingly enter a bar to drink more, or remain in the bar that got them drunk in the first place. Confusing? Yes. Outdated? Sadly, no. Police actually enforce it.
I'm going to note that's even stupider because that means they stay in the bar until they get drunk, and then they have to go out in public to be drunk, and then that's being drunk in public. They're actually dispersing the drunks throughout the community.
So, you have to bar hop. You can't stay in the bar that you originally got drunk in, and you can't enter a bar if you're drunk. So you have to just do like 1 or 2 drinks at each bar, but you can't be drunk. So hopefully the walking makes you like less drunk, sobers you up. So by the time you get to the next bar, you're not drunk. You're just buzzed.
See, this is unfair because this law is entirely too complicated for somebody that's already drunk to follow.
On a side note, in Voth we have no such laws pertaining to taverns, inns, or bars, as they call them. You can basically get drunk anytime you fucking want, anywhere you want, in any kingdom of Voth. Nobody gives a shit.
You can even have an open container on this corner because I understand a lot of places won't let you have that either because apparently they think you're growing children.
Okay, The counterpoint, however, is that you do so at your own risk, where you might be, say, I don't know, shanghaied in some sort of fishing vessel, or have your organs ripped out and sold for novelty alchemical ingredients. Things like this you need to keep in mind. Otherwise, yeah, it's great fun.
Yeah, and end up being a gladiator against your will, stuff like that.
Like occasional human trafficking, find yourself a slave. But there are pros and cons to everything. Just
I'm sure it's
higher protection and not catgut.
Yes, it is a very confusing law because you can't knowingly walk into another bar already drunk, but you also can't stay in the original bar that got you drunk. So I suppose it's a way for the lawmakers to try to get people to casually drink, but not get drunk.
That, or they're such bored teetotalers that they don't want anyone to drink whatsoever, couldn't figure out a way to keep them getting drunk in the first place, so just thought, I know, we'll make them have to leave the bar so they're drunk in public, and we can arrest them until they stop drinking.
I wonder how often it works. Are people in Alaska drunk anyway? Like, you know?
I wonder. I don't know enough to comment, but I have to say, it's not very practical. It's like some desperate housewives' effort to somehow continue that prohibition thing, but just with Byzantine laws.
It's what happens when Karens get elected to office.
I know Alaska has a lot of oversized, adorable, ferocious animals, but I don't know much else about it.
Pretty much.
Oh, well, maybe that's the other approach. If they don't stop drinking, then they keep throwing the drunks out of the bars until they get eaten by bears, and then they still think the problem's solved.
But then the bears are drunk.
Yeah.
Well, no one cares if the bears are drunk.
Drunk bear seems like a step backward.
I wouldn't want to be around drunk bears, I'm just saying.
Hello, police, there's a drunk Kodak sifting through the fucking dumpster. Can you come deal with it? Nope. Absolutely not.
All right.
If a bear has beer goggles, you probably don't want to play dead around it.
The next one comes from another A state. These are in alphabetical order, but I'll skip a few of them because we've already done them, so they're in no particular order on the show, but on the list, they're in order. Arizona. It is illegal to spit on public state-owned property. Illegal to spit in public in Arizona. The real thing, and they enforce the law with a 2,500 Cigna fine and up to 6 months in prison.
The fine is almost dumber than the law.
Yep. It's not in all of Arizona. It's in the town of Goodyear, Arizona. It is unlawful to spit in or on any public building, park, sidewalk, or road. Offenders may be charged with a fine of 2,500 Cignas and 6 months in prison. And in case you need a reminder, it's also just lousy etiquette.
Well,
yes,
they
that
have some straight up Karens on their board.
does seem to be the theme here, that strictly speaking, all these are Karens getting into the legal system and then just trying to get those rowdy kids to stop being so darn disrespectful.
I don't know if anybody really enforces it to the point of, like, I suppose you can still spit. You just make sure there's no guards around. No town guards. You know?
Well,
They posted somewhere.
They have to have a very eagle-eyed police force just to catch people at this. I mean,
I just want to know if there's signs out there that say no spitting, because I want to buy that for ladies that I know.
Oh.
Yes.
It's a perfect
Souvenir. Go to
perfect-
Goodman and get yourself a no spitting sign. Share with your loved ones.
It's a perfect birthday gift.
Sure to be appreciated. Very popular on Valentine's Day.
Your fucking face.
It's a perfect Valentine's Day gift. It's like, here you go, sweetie. She opens it. No spitting.
Reasons Magog is single on Valentine's Day.
How could I not do a blowjob joke for this long? Come on. You had to know I was going to go there.
I was wondering,
I
like,
should
why
have.
is this law-
I should have.
It doesn't seem such, and I wasn't thinking about dicks, so.
Well,
Could you imagine being sent to prison and some guy is talking to you on the fucking out in the prison yard and he's like a proper villain and he's like, what are you in for? And the guy's like, I murdered 3 people and then cut their heads off and wore them as hats. What are you in for? I spit.
Not in here, boy.
Well, you're not gonna spit in this prison.
It's good to know. Clyde over there is a rapist.
Ugh.
The elf has been in chat.
Oh, she can be in chat, but not on the show. I see how it is.
Yeah, so I was really bothered by that because apparently I tipped them off to Vithica. I assumed they knew, and I probably shouldn't have. How long have they been in the gnome ranching business anyway? Does anyone know?
Couple hundred years.
Okay, then surely would have noticed by now. Oh, I'm so looking forward to seeing a gnome wearing the elf as a novelty hat.
Are we ready for the next law?
Oh yes, quite sorry.
We've moved on to
with fantasies.
We've moved on to everybody's favorite principality of the United States, California. Now there are a lot of strange laws in California already. This list only has one particular one, but I'm sure we could probably do an entire episode of Law of the Land just on California.
The kingdom of the Karens.
Yes, the Karen Kingdom.
I mean, I've seen a case where they apparently arrested someone from fleeing an angry mob attempting to beat them to death. So I have to say, it seems like the law there has gone just a touch astray.
Which time?
Skew.
That one you have to narrow down. There's been too many incidents at this point.
You're frozen. This particular law has nothing to do with mobs attacking people in Priuses. This one has to do with a very particular type of weapon. They have these massively powerful weapons in the Earth realm, something I will have to look forward to come the day I conquer. But in California, I might have to start conquering in California first, just so I know I don't have to run into these powerful weapons of theirs. Because apparently in California, it is illegal to own a nuclear weapon.
Well, now only outlaws have nuclear weapons.
It is illegal to build, maintain, or use a nuclear weapon within Chico, California city limits. A law that began in the 80s as a serious anti-nuke statement has taken on a second life as an internet joke, mainly due to the purported consequences. In addition to self-annihilation, the infraction carries a 500 Cigna fine.
That's it?
That's it. If you own a nuclear weapon in Chico, California, you'll be fined 500 Cignas.
Wait, I can be fined more for spitting in Arizona than I can for owning a nuke in California.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
You know, I've been watching some videos of these nuclear weapons. I don't think I want one of those over here. It's just a bit messy to work with.
Could you imagine someone in the brine getting a hold of a nuke?
I would like to imagine it. Someone.
Yeah, but I've seen what happens when it spreads, so I really would rather that not happen.
Just as long as they don't give it to the Merida, I'm fine. Fish people don't deserve nukes.
People don't deserve rights.
The merfolk of Merida do not need nukes.
We'll all be dead. They use it immediately.
All right.
What are the chances of them figuring out how to work it? If they got their hands on one, we just get a nice little fireworks show, maybe a big cloud of steam, and then no one has to worry about the murder.
I personally do not need nuclear weapons because my magic is powerful enough for me to do whatever I need to do in this world. However, it wouldn't be a bad idea if I could get a hold of some of those special metals that have a decaying isotope and make jewelry out of them and sell them to the nobility. That is a lovely plutonium necklace you're wearing this evening.
It would be. I feel like it would be shockingly easy to get them to wear it. Just.
Absolutely. Really, they're just going to call it cursed. They won't know how to handle it. Actually, that's a really good strategy.
Especially in Africa.
Curses are going to help. That's brilliant.
Can somebody please send me? No, don't send me depleted uranium. I actually don't know how to make jewelry without accidentally killing myself.
Yep, you will not get noticed at the grand balls of Avendoom unless you show up to the party adorned in the finest jewelry made of decaying isotopes.
You'll glow. You'll be glowing, literally.
You'll be glowing. You're positively glowing, my dear.
You're in a neat position to have them made, too.
What
Yeah,
might
they don't
even
care if they glow in the dark.
Hold on, my dear. There's several laughs here that are falling out onto your shoulder. Let me just get that for you.
What? Oh,
your hair's falling out. Radiation.
Yes, one could say you look positively radiant.
Oh God.
I'm gonna do that a lot tonight.
Not that face at some point.
Irradiant.
Irradiant.
The next law comes from Colorado. And I don't like this law, personally. This actually is a law that affects us here in the Vothan realm. Alright?
Oh, okay.
Alright, but apparently...
How prescient.
Yes. If this law ever came to the Vothan realm, I would protest it dramatically by casting a massive spell that wipes out an entire city. You guys aren't going to believe this, but apparently in Aspen, Colorado, you are not allowed to own or operate a catapult.
What?
No, that is just a complete infringement upon someone's rights.
Unacceptable.
There is no...
It is God's given right to operate and own catapult if you want to.
It is within
And can afford to, of course.
natural right to have a catapult. I agree with Arcturus.
Yes, apparently in the town of Aspen, Colorado, you're not allowed to catapult things.
Somebody did something. There's a reason this law exists. It's too specific.
Killjoys.
Shit, didn't they?
Oh, wait a second. I think I know how this came into being. It's like that scene from that god-awful live-action Mulan, where they apparently catapulted snow and caused an avalanche. Someone did that. That's what I'm guessing.
No.
And now they've ruined the fun for everyone.
Believe it or
Just
not,
like, how much fucking garbage can we trebuchet into the principal's backyard?
believe it or not, it has nothing to do with that. It has everything to do with people building catapults because there's vast, open, wide plains in Colorado. There's not much. Outside of the Rocky Mountains, it's pretty flat, right? And people go out in gigantic fields and launch melons and stuff and see how far they can get them to go. and apparently the lawmakers of Aspen, Colorado thought that was dangerous.
So once again, Karen's in government going, oh, that looks like you're having too much fun.
Big sign that says no fun allowed.
Also, as an addition to this law, flaming arrows are also illegal.
So basically just a complete ban on siege weapons.
So no siege weapons at all in Aspen, Colorado.
What utter killjoys.
I know, right? Just suck the fun out of everything.
What is the suicide rate in that state? It's got to be high.
Yeah,
I mean,
no catapulting and no flaming arrows. We can own guns and shoot animals, but we can't shoot them with catapults or flaming arrows, so what's the fun?
You know, if you're feeling very down in Colorado, if you want to do something good with your final moments, you should protest by ending it with a catapult, maybe at the civic building.
It doesn't say, the law does not say anything about trebuchet.
Is it bad?
Specifically catapults.
Is it bad that I really want to see somebody hit a deer with the fucking catapult now?
be
I
really
wanna
hard
see-
to do.
Huh?
That'd be really hard to do. Deers are fast.
Yeah. I mean, you like, you need like 8 guys to move the damn thing and aim it.
Well, they might not see it coming. I mean, how many deer expect to be hit by, in this case, trebuchet in the modern era for them?
That's true. Let's take a break and look at Super Chats and Streamlabs now that we're half an hour. We're over the half an hour mark.
Before that, there's a question from the chat. What is Smoking Rat would like to know if Aspen also has a ban on ballistae?
It doesn't specifically say that. So,
Yeah,
I guess you can own a giant crossbow. You just can't own a catapult.
It's a weird place to draw a line. I'm just saying.
Well, at least they do allow the giant crossbows, presumably. That's good.
Dollar Bill gave 2 signas to say Ark is the Futa Avenger.
You're the what now?
People projecting their fantasies upon me, and I'm getting pretty used to it at this point.
I don't know.
Ghost of Recon gave 20 signas to say much love to all. I'm still recovering from the second worst hangover in 10 years. FISA, load up on potions to rival the amount of alcohol I drank last night.
Well, I'm not gonna die for the rest of the show.
Yeah, you've got like 20 health potions now.
The health potion? Yeah, I don't even bother marking that down, I think.
We also have Ghost of Recon giving 5 signas to say FISA, destroy Ark's Venus with your sword. So that is a 5 signa attack activation.
Look at him covering his elbow. Little does he know, Costa Rica actually just misspelled penis, and I get to kick you in the nuts. But I don't think you'd feel it.
You know, the chat, YouTube's chat won't let you type penis, so he typed weenus.
I know. That was a joke. But weenus also means the skin of your elbows, which is why he was doing this.
Unofficially, but that's why I'm going to.
I didn't know that had a name.
It does. It's weenus. It is the skin of your elbow.
Yeah. You learn something new every day. Try not to scrape your weenus.
It's funny that such a mundane thing has such a dirty sounding name.
I know, right? And
Oh, my weenus.
Very dick adjacent.
Hitsugi Hime gave 2 signas to say, look at this sexy cast and Magog. Health for Ark. Well, Ark has 2 signas worth of health. Yeah, I took the
Marking it down now. Your support is most appreciated. Hitsugi Hime.
Yes. And that's it. We don't have a lot of super chats tonight, I guess. End of the month. You know, not a lot going on. So,
Coin purses are empty.
we might actually get through an entire first hour segment without having to take a 45-minute long super chat Streamlabs break.
It seems unlikely, but we do have some Streamlabs yet. Natani donated 1 signa to say, a health potion for you, Magog. As a vampire and thus a type of revenant, I want to attend your party.
Is good fun. Lots
You're
of
missing
revenant whores.
I'm gonna be party hopping, so you're missing out.
And next up, the Killing Jester has donated 10 signas to obligate me to say, caca, poo poo, pee pee, everyone attack me. All get $5 attack on fart torn ass.
Oh, the Killing Justice playing games tonight. We all get to attack him. And I shall activate the FISA next. Alright.
I already attacked them. You want to go first?
Sure. Arcturus.
Yes?
One day you are going to die. As your contract states, instead of resurrecting you permanently, I get to shove your ass fill it with bags and bags of plague rats, and then launch your dead carcass over the wall of a castle I'm sieging. I cannot wait for that day.
Well, I suppose I'm permanently dead at that point, so
The only thing
maybe
is I
I
won't
should
be able to
too.
catapult your carcass anywhere in Aspen, Colorado.
Sadly,
Not
not.
use a trebuchet.
Or a ballist. I don't know how you'd use a ballista to launch a corpse, actually. Seems not very aerodynamic, especially when it's Arcturus. Also, you made fun of yourself. You called yourself Snow Job. I don't have to do anything else for the rest of the show. Snow Job. Okay.
That is a ridiculous name for a character.
I still say it's a Volgothan sex act. I'm going to ask next time I'm up there.
As you do.
And we've gotten one more Streamlabs just now.
Yes, I see it on screen.
Yes, Chet Mort Elf has paid a signer to say wieners.
Wieners!
Wieners.
Wieners.
I can hear them giggling from here.
Big floppy wieners in your face.
Wieners.
Wieners all around.
Yeah, you are.
All right, is that everything? If that is, we shall move on with Law of the Land.
Yes, that's it. We're caught up on these. Well, something new has just come in, but we can move on. Your call. It's
Go ahead and do
you're
it. Go
running the show.
ahead and do it.
Well, Lunar Shrine donated 5 signatures to say, I invoke Warolo on all of your trebuchets and ballistas. Has no one here played Age of Empire? Ark, use your compass to cut Magog's beard off. Why, thank you for the opportunity. Let's see, what have I prepared for you? Oh, valued employer who I should never have signed the contract with. Have I ever told you, Magog, that you are a churlish, crook-pated nuthook?
Yes, actually. I've already used that one, but I'll take the health point anyway.
I like the name. I like the word churlish. It's a good word. Churlish. Churlish. That's all. Fucking stop looking at me now, please.
Just the look on his face when I was like, yes, you already have. All right,
I'm checking my records.
back to Law of the Land. You do that. Back to Law of the Land. Our next state is... Oh, we already did that one. Pickles must bounce. Yes, we did that. In Florida... I can't believe this has to be like its own law. Like, this is already like... I mean, I thought that this was pretty well understood in the Earth Realm, at least most of the Earth Realm. In Florida, it is illegal to sell children.
Wait. They had to make a very specific...
They had to make a very specific law that is outside of the typical...
Don't human traffic law.
Yeah, human trafficking laws. A specific no selling children law.
The people of Florida are so meth-ridden that they can't understand that children also means human and therefore falls under the umbrella of human trafficking.
Can you sell children in the other states?
No, I think it's generally a well-understood thing that children cannot be trafficked because they are human. And also children.
Yeah, it doesn't say much other than that. It's apparently there's been a history of specifically selling children in order to get drug money in Florida.
Oh, that kind of selling children.
Yeah,
I would sell my child for an ounce of weed.
Yeah, like people are literally physically selling their children to strangers. And God God's only knows what's happening to the children afterwards, but yeah, you're not allowed to sell. It's a felony. It's a felony to sell your children in Florida. I thought that would be like common sense in the Earth realm. Here, I mean,
Yeah,
you
orphans are a dime a dozen, really. I mean,
Yeah.
what else do we do with them?
what else? I mean, they need work experience, and you might as well get it at a young age.
It's literally like that or die in the street.
Yeah, I mean, but most orphanages use their children to work, to make boots and stuff for the army. Man, but we live in Voth, not the Earth realm, so you can't judge us. Yeah,
Gladiatorial toddler fights. Yeah, you can't judge us.
yeah, gotta love
Look, and they're
those.
absolutely vital to the maintenance of the advanced shitting systems. I mean, you can't fit too many full-grown adults down there. You need someone who can get into the tiny cracks and through the pipes and get the really hard-to-reach bits.
God, they'd be better off as gladiators.
The crevasses. In Georgia,
Oh, that should be good too.
you are not by law in Gainesville, Georgia. By law. This is ingrained and enforced, by the way. This isn't just like a funny law to make a political statement. By law, you are not, in Gainesville, Georgia, you are not allowed to eat fried chicken with utensils.
That seems fair. Honestly, like, what kind of monster would actually eat their fried chicken? with
They
utensils?
take their fried chicken rather seriously in Gainesville.
I finally was.
What do they have against dignity?
I gotta say, Earthrealm people, I understand. I have recreated the fried chicken. It is like drugs, food drugs.
The finger licking expression is not a suggestion in Gainesville, Georgia. It is mandatory by law. Thanks to a 1961 law added to the city code as a publicity stunt, it is illegal to eat fried chicken in the poultry capital of the world with anything other than your fingers. It originally started as a publicity stunt, but tourists have been arrested for such chicken forking violation. One as recently as 2009 was arrested for using a fork and knife to eat fried chicken.
That's taking the joke a bit far, isn't it?
It really is.
So it may have started out as some sort of publicity statement, but it's being enforced.
Started off a joke, now it's a very sincere overreach of governmental authority.
Now I wonder who the fuck is like going undercover at these restaurants. Like what cop?
Chicken nuts.
Goddamn chicken narcs.
And I mean, sometimes they just really need to meet that ticket quota.
I wish that like I would send these incidents to the FBI just to troll them. If I was Gainesville police, I'd be like, we need some help down here. There's a whole lot of chicken eating with forks and knives. We need FBI.
I wonder if
help.
they have a tip line, like 100 finger licking.
Is it like Prohibition era? They have like a, they have an Elliot Ness of fried chicken.
Chicken speakeasies.
Yeah, there's like chicken. There's like people secretly eating chicken with knives and forks, and they're like, we can't get them because there's no record of it happening because it's happening in their homes. So we have to get them on tax evasion. Like that's how we got Capone. That's how we're gonna get these chicken eaters that use forks and knives and God forbid a spork.
Secret knocks on the door, and then the concierge opens the door. Says, we expect your discretion here at the Clean Finger Club.
Also serve pizza.
Anyway, moving on. Idaho.
Does it apply to chicken nuggets and boneless chickens? I wonder.
Just fried chicken.
No, fried chicken is very specific.
Hmm.
In the state of Idaho, this is a surprise to me, actually. Idaho is the only state in the United States that has an active ban on cannibalism.
Another thing that we kind of thought was an understood thing that didn't need a law.
I think there's a federal law, so the states never really adopted like local laws, but apparently in Idaho they have had a problem. They've had enough problems with cannibalism to find it necessary to pass a law banning cannibalism.
Now, that is definitively being sick of eating potatoes. Although, I see a distinct problem on the enforcement. After all, strictly speaking, anyone's a cannibal at some point in their lives, especially if they've ever had a bloody nose. Or, I guess, are just really open-minded when it comes to their partner's time of the month.
That's gross, and I should kick your ass for it.
And apparently it is defined by this law. Cannibalism is defined by the non-consensual act of eating another human. So as long as you get permission.
Wait, by making cannibalism legal, did they accidentally make a form of it legal?
Yeah, I suppose so. You're frozen again.
Pretty
Crystal.
So shocked by
Yeah.
Yeah, apparently if you get written permission by your buddy who's about to die, that you're allowed to eat his ass cheeks, grilled, over a fire.
Where does that Dick Dawkins fellow live? Because this sounds like something he'd be really into.
But yeah, Idaho's the only state with an active cannibal ban.
Look, bro, I suppose we have to respect people's desires on this point, as long as it's consensual. But what happens if you have a bloody nose, swallow some, and you don't consent?
I don't think eating yourself counts as cannibalism.
Oh, right, they did say another person.
Yep.
What is a cannibal?
Okay. What if your spouse doesn't inform you it's that time of the month?
That's just gross.
But I don't think that counts either, because I think cannibalism pertains to someone who's also dead. You're not consuming someone's spit or semen or vaginal fluids during a sexual act. That's consensual. You're physically eating someone's, like, tenderloin. All right.
I mean, you theoretically amputate someone's arm and eat it in front of them.
What if you eat your own? I guess that means it's consensual. Like if you cut off your own arm and then decide to eat it, I guess that counts as consensual because you're consenting to yourself eating yourself.
So it's just fine if it's liquid.
Yes. In Indiana, you have to practice proper black cat etiquette on Friday the 13th. Doesn't
What
matter.
is proper black cat etiquette?
What does that entail?
That's a good fucking question. That's a good fucking question.
Monsieur Black Cat, how are you today?
Um,
Friday the 13th, must be very respectful to black cats.
It doesn't matter what month it is, Friday the 13th. If a Friday the 13th happens in Indiana, well, a specific city, I believe. Let me read. In the municipality of the French Lick Springs.
No.
French.
It's not the place.
Yeah, it's French Lick Springs, Indiana.
I picked up that accent randomly, but it seems to be quite apt.
It's
Right out of nowhere.
I'm guessing I know what a French lick is based on what a French kiss is. Just
Is it part of proper black cat etiquette?
I don't know. But French Lick Springs, Indiana. All black cats must wear bells around their necks on Friday the 13th. The rule was introduced on October 13th, 1939, as a war measure to alleviate mental strain on the populace, and has technically been in effect since. So,
Okay,
if it's Friday the 13th, you better bell your black cat so that it doesn't sneak up on people.
But just the one day.
For just the one
Why
day.
black cats?
Something to do with witchcraft from the long time ago
What
period.
does this have to do with the war effort? Like, what is this? None of these things have anything to do with anything else.
That's just how they wrote the law.
Friday the 13th Division, do they sweep the streets looking for stray black cats that don't have bells? Is there a catch and release system at play?
That's just how they wrote the law to get it passed. But
Poor cats.
what if you don't own the black cat? What if you see one without a bell? What if it's a wild, feral black cat? You just shoot it in the face with an arrow or a magic missile.
Or a gun.
Patrol shows up with trank rifles.
I mean, well, it's not the cat's fault. It's not like the cat can bell itself.
I don't know about that. We're gonna end with the great state of Kentucky. Apparently, in the great state of Kentucky, they had to pass local municipal laws to make illegal duels.
Why?
Now, duels are perfectly
differences.
Duels are perfectly legal here in Voth. Most kingdoms recognize duels, but
Solve a dispute.
yeah, no dueling in Kentucky. All public officials and attorneys in Kentucky must swear an oath that they have not fought in a duel with deadly weapons, nor acted as a second in another person's duel. Good to know, unfortunately, when the oath took effect in 1848, many would-be duelists turned down murderous street brawls instead. So apparently it's been around since the 1800s when duels were legal. But it's still on the books. So apparently if you're a lawyer or a public official, you have to swear on oath that you've never partaken in a duel.
More goddamn busybody legal Karens.
Perfectly acceptable way to solve a dispute.
Oh man, were they just...
No matter who wins, it's over. Why
Right.
are they get rid of such an efficient method?
Damn
Right,
it!
yeah.
I can't be a court solicitor because I've shot a man in a duel.
I mean, unless it turns into a revenant, I mean, you're good. Here.
Ugh.
He's
Anyway, that is the end of Law of the Land for today. We are going into the second hour, so I'd like to take a Super Chat Streamlabs break, and then we're going to head into Picture This. And boy, do we have some fun pictures today for Picture This.
good.
We've got Dollar Bill gave 2 signals to say, call the KFC PD, Kentucky Fried Chicken Police Department. Ah!
Oh, yeah.
And Lord Volkos gave 2 signals to say license and registration. Chicken fucker. I think that is a quote from the movie Super Troopers.
Well, to be fair, if you're doing that with your fried chicken, it's a more rational point of contention. I mean, no one wants to see you fucking fried chicken.
Fucking fried chicken is... Understand.
Or any chicken.
What a really nasty place to get a grease burn anyway.
Any chicken, regardless of fried status or alive. Yeah.
Are there any Streamlabs?
Oh, unfortunately, yes, there is one Streamlabs. The Killing Jester has donated $10 to say, "Hey, this is fun! Arcturus, attack me again! And Lil me, ha ha ha, suck it, Slappy."
Oh, it's another...
That's who attacks.
It's
I
another...
assume it's not.
Yeah, it's another attacks against you.
Alrighty.
Yep. Activation time. Thank you, Killing Jester, for the attacks against Arcturus.
I'll go first. Okay. Arcturus. Slappy is now replaced with Snowjob because I said so, and there's nothing you can do about it. How does that make you feel?
Honestly, I think it's a bit funnier, so...
I,
So do I.
I'm gonna expand on her attack. I now dub thee. Your official side quest name is Buckwheat Snowjob.
Wait. Sir Buckwheat Snowjob.
Sir Buckwheat Snowjob.
Yes.
You have been knighted Sir Buckwheat Snowjob of side quest.
Even though you can't knight anybody.
And because you didn't tell me to give you some health potions, you're now dead. Boy, that's fun. Unfortunately, we had to kill the guy who reads Streamlabs. So, I guess we're done with that.
Well, 2 minutes of this. Sorry, y'all.
No, it's fine. I think me and you, all the audience truly needs, Pfizer.
I mean, I know a good chunk of them are happy to see me. I'm not really sure about you.
They're happy to see parts of you.
I mean, me too.
Yes, parts that aren't detached.
Yeah, I'm happy to see parts that my parts not detached as well. I just love watching you struggle. That's why I'm doing this.
But I'm just... What struggle?
Hmm.
Anyway, today, picture this. Guess what it is, Pfizer? Guess what it is, Pfizer. Pfizer, guess what it is. Pfizer,
You forget told us?
Guess what it is, Pfizer, guess what it is. Pfizer, guess what it is. It's
True.
you're wrong. It's ridiculous prom pictures. So apparently in the Earth realm, there's this thing called prom that a lot of people do. It's a some sort of ceremonial party, like a fancy dress masquerade, that children go to before they graduate from school and become adults. It's their coming of age ritual.
For those that aren't fancy enough to just have one party dedicated to themselves, they have one big mass party.
Yes. Exactly.
All right.
And that's what today's picture this is all about, is ridiculous and embarrassing prom photos, mostly having to do with the dresses and the tuxedos is what they call the things the male wears. Arcturus, you have returned from the dead, haven't you?
Top off that health. I'm going to use one of those potions now. Won't you?
Fine,
What's next?
All right. Here's the first prom picture.
Why is she the wrong color?
I don't.
So, I mean, like her.
Oh, she has a face. I just noticed.
What's wrong with this image? I think they seem to be doing pretty well for themselves here.
Well, it's baffling that she's slightly orange.
That's what I mean. That skin doesn't come in that color, and also some of it underneath her arm, on the that part seems to have rubbed off.
I just assumed it was. I don't care.
We're just gonna we're gonna take a moment to examine her personality.
Look, I'll buy some time to enjoy that by noting that Charlton Mort has donated $1 to say wieners again!
Wieners!
Oh, goodness, meant to be screamed.
Wieners.
That cleavage needs wieners in between.
The cleavage needs a better paint job because I can't get my eyes off of it.
Listen. Okay, I have nothing wrong with this young lady.
Boobs.
I have nothing to say against her except for the fact that I thought prom, as I understand it in the Earth realm, prom is supposed to be this kind of elegant coming of age party dance where young ladies and lords have they go to the ball and they dance and they celebrate their coming of age before they go out into the wide world and become lords and ladies of different, territories. Maybe it's a little different because we have something similar here in Voth, but this doesn't look elegant. This looks a little slutty. Is this like an Akakeshian dress?
It really kind of looks like a dancer's dress, which means that somebody's going to be coming of something by the end of the night.
Look, I think you're all just jealous that you don't get to be prom Dairy Queen.
Prom. Oh, that got me. Prom Dairy Queen. I love it.
I have a really hard time, like when somebody's really going with the laughing and I'm also laughing, I can't fucking stop.
That was good. Okay, Ark, that was... Woo, that was good.
Nice.
That's the funniest thing you've ever said. Like,
oh, that was... Yes. I'm gonna have to use my healing. Oh.
Same. 2 of mine. Bring me back up to health. Cool.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You got enough of them.
Yeah.
Prom Dairy Queen. I love it. That was great. In fact, it was such a good joke, I don't believe you came up with it. I think you stole it from someone much more talented than you.
Ow.
That was mean.
I know. I'm joking. That was great. That got me. I had to attack it back for that, because that was a really good attack. That got me.
But like anything that you attacked back would just seem petty in comparison.
And I would like to go ahead and take my remaining health potion just to, keep up with the quarter orc.
Shut up, Carlos Mencia.
Carlos' mental case.
Anyway, next to she does have some udders, doesn't she? She's definitely the prom Dairy Queen.
I've also noticed something. So does the chick next to her. They got cut off in the picture.
Yeah, I couldn't find the whole image, so I don't know.
There's another pair of tits somewhere in this image.
There's another pair of boobs, but one of these things is not like the other. Definitely,
There's a wide variety in this picture.
I think I heard someone say this is about sort of awkward prom pictures, but I think it's mostly making things awkward for us.
My pants are growing.
What's with the boob window dresses?
Mine are shrinking.
You know what? I just grabbed as many as I could that were just labeled prom pictures, so I can't even remember what's coming. Well,
I'm sensing a theme here thus far.
It gets worse, trust me. I've started them out on something delectable. It is a little bit... I put this image in, if I remember right, because it is truly quite the difference between all 4 of these girls. Like,
It's a wide variety here.
Somebody's been taking her vitamins. Just throwing that out there.
I have to say, they're awfully creative in these dresses. Most of the time, you just get the corset pushing up conventional cleavage. This gives you, like, the full interior curves, top and bottom. That's...
Yeah, titty window.
Welcome to the cleavage edition of Picture This. Well, it's prom images, so you expect some cleavage. Here's the next one.
Oh, my. Fun fact, the kid standing next to her is also her brother and her uncle.
I don't know about that, but I think he might be in the process of marrying her under duress.
Yeah, this is a wedding photo, not a prom picture.
Then again, looking at them, it might be that she's marrying him under duress.
There's something worse about this image that none of you have noticed yet, but I'm gonna pull it up.
What the fuck?
There's like a
Clearly,
there's like an imp in the tree too. Like I don't know why this picture is.
The brother cousin.
okay, the kid's there to serve as a lookout in case one of them bolts for it, and she's planning ahead clearly with the camo dress.
Yeah, the kid's got a Glock and you just can't see it.
I feel like he's gonna take her to the prom and then eat her.
Or she's gonna eat him.
That too could happen. I don't want to be sexist.
Or they're gonna eat the kid in the tree.
Let's say no one's getting the rifle wedding treatment. I'm seeing a hunting accident in the making.
All right, there's actually quite a few of these. Apparently, there's a trend in the rural areas of the United States where prom dresses and prom tuxedos, menswear made out of camouflage, forestry patterns is a big booming business, apparently. But I think it looks fucking hideous. So that's why I included them.
If she tries to run, at least she has a better chance of getting away, because she'll just blend into the woods and disappear. And she
Probably
needs
gets a bit handsy, poof, like a ninja.
Fiza, you said the word run. I don't think this chick has ever run anywhere.
You missed the part where I said, and she needs all the help she can get.
That's why, again, she's wearing camo. So
Right.
hiding will be the next step.
Alright, look at these slags.
Is this prom or going out on a street corner?
I think these are English girls, so this is not from America. If I remember right, this image comes from the UK prom article thingy I clicked on. These girls are Essex girls. I think that's what they called them. They're chavs, apparently. Whatever a chav. What is a chav? Someone in the chat explain what a chav is.
I believe that chav is the Kingdom of Ux version of white trash.
I thought they were some sort of leather leggings used when riding.
I don't.
And in Australia, it's a bogan.
Somebody tell me who the fuck designed these dresses so I can find them when I conquer the Earth Realm and ensure that they never make a dress ever again.
I will point out these girls are also orange.
Why?
I'm sure they're not a species.
I can't get over the hair. It looks like they scalped other more tasteful women and then just tried to wear it as a wig.
It puts the prom dress on its skin or it gets the hose again. Yeah, they kind of just look horrifying. I think they made these dresses themselves. I think they were going for like a weird spray tan Spice Girl thing.
The wife is kind of okay
Yep.
in the back, but she's mostly covered by the others, so that might be contributing to that.
Yeah, she's Baby Spice. This one doesn't look like she wants to be there.
No, she looks very unhappy, and I think the one in pink is Scary Spice.
Well, if the chap's reputation is valid, then they're probably very concerned that one of them might cannibalize the rest in a given moment.
Bad Cat says they're the UK version of Valley Girls. But I think that's a disservice to Valley Girls. I think they're more the Kingdom of Ux version of Jersey Girls.
Valley Girls are just fancy white trash.
Like, at least Valley Girls can be cute. These girls look all fake. Like, just fake hair, fake tan, fake nails, fake lips. They don't look too good.
They look like if they had an ingredient label, it would be nothing but E letters.
Yeah. All right, next image. Now, I really honestly have no problem with the lady of this
No,
image.
that's actually a very nice
But
dress.
what the fuck is this guy's suit made out of? Fucking
If-
Christmas tinsel? I don't understand.
If I was her and I had him show up with that on, I would be like, no, you're not my date anymore. I'm going by myself. Fuck you.
Like I said, I've got absolute. I mean, we can't be sexist and just judge the ladies on this episode of Picture This. We have to also judge the men and their choices for prom dress. And this is fucking. Like, did he just walk into a raiment store and go, listen, we got prom coming up. I'm taking this really cute girl that has, like, the librarian glasses out. She's pretty sexy. Totally my type. Kind of girl next door looking, you know, but I think she's a cougar in the sack. I need to get laid. So, here's what I want. I need to show up to prom like a couch. Have you ever seen a couch from the 1980s? Like, that's what I want.
I think this is basically evidence from some sort of modern fairy tale. Like, he was being kept by his evil stepbrothers in the house, and his fairy godfather popped up and then waved his wand and tapped the shag carpet in the bed, and now he has a dress to wear to a suit to wear to the prom.
I figured out what happened. Notice behind him that there is a tinsel-like decoration. He's trying to match the prom decoration.
I think their prom was like a winter wonderland theme. And so I suppose he thought silver bells and puppy dog tails. And
This is a winter. What the fuck were you thinking?
yeah, I just would have. I'm sorry. I mean, if
What
it's a winter wonderland theme, you need to show up as either Jack Frost or Mr. Freeze from Batman.
What are the chances that that kid is hiding a rat tail ponytail behind that head?
I think he is. Honestly, I think he's got he's got a ponytail. But that
And
I don't even have a problem with that.
Familiar to me. I keep thinking there's some celebrity that reminds me of
Now,
something holiday.
um,
In any case, no big deal. But do you think this is weird? You should see the carriage pulled by 6 giant hamsters outside.
but good on him. He landed himself some pretty
adorable.
decent, adorable-looking arm candy. There, good on him.
nothing but nice things to say about her. She looks lovely.
Yeah. I mean, I've got nothing wrong with a classic white dress. There's nothing wrong with that.
All you have to say about her is she's way obviously wait. Is that her dad?
That's what I was thinking, but I don't know why. It's the shirt he's wearing for the image. Nothing wrong with her. Once again, we are on an image. Has nothing to do with the woman. Why does he have a got crabs shirt?
She looks like she's disappointed with the situation as well. That's gotta be your dad.
It looks like her father. They have similar facial features. And he's got like gray hair. Not that high school kids can't have gray hair. I'm just saying it's rare. You know, hormones and all that. But is he trying to deter her from having sex on prom night by wearing a got crabs fucking shirt? Like,
If I put myself in her situation, completely successful.
well, here's the thing.
You know,
I'm going to throw this out there. Behind them, what do you see behind them? Let me pull up the image. What do you see behind them?
Oh, they're palms. It's Florida.
It's some sort of tropical region where crabs, actual crabs from the ocean that you eat, are probably everywhere. You can get them anywhere, right? Seafood. So maybe this is a got crabs shirt from a restaurant that's trying to kind of cash in on the got milk thing. But still, really inappropriate for a prom photo with your daughter.
maybe he owns one of those restaurants.
Could be. Now, once again, I've got nothing to say about her traditional Midwest girl wearing a pink prom dress. Absolutely nothing wrong here.
I mean, other than I think the dress is didn't.
All right.
Okay, I was going to make a mean comment about the dress, but that's in the past now.
It's not really the dress. now we're switched back to the lady of the image. I got
I was
nothing.
saying the previous dress looked a bit like a prolapse. Other than that, it was just fine. This.
Oh no, I got mean things to say about the dress too, because now I'm noticing more things other than helicopter hair, which is kind of impressive when you think about it.
Now, in an age where people can identify as attack helicopters, just throwing it out there.
She's committed to her identity.
She's committed. I've got nothing really to say to him about him. Nice denim jacket. Did his hair in the cornrows. I got nothing. But this looks like RuPaul.
Additionally, neither of them look all that happy to actually be there, but in particular, it looks like the next frame she's going to rack him.
She's gonna be one of those women that gets really offended when people touch her hair, but everybody all night is just gonna be trying to flip that roter all fucking night.
This is pretty bad, folks. I mean,
it's kind of cool from a sculpture point of view, but like not for a whole event, just like for a photo for fucking fun. Like, what are you doing?
And just like that, the Airwolf theme is going to be stuck in my head for the rest of the evening.
And she has a belly window.
Having sex with her must give you Vietnam flashbacks. If I was dating that chick and it was time to throw down in the bedroom, I'd be sure to turn on Flight of the Valkyries.
And I will say one thing about the guy. I wouldn't wear a denim jacket to a fancy event.
Well, this is obviously the early 90s when fashion of this type was very popular.
Maybe they're a huge fan of MASH.
Well, I hate to break it to you, but suicide is not painless. In fact, I've heard from many resurrected beings that it is very painful.
It fucking sucks. Sometimes you get a makeup brush stuck in your head and forget how to speak common.
All right, let's move on.
Sometimes the vertebrae don't realign properly.
Let's move on from attack helicopter lady.
Oh.
Now, this is probably not that strange, depending on where you're from in the United States of A. But in this day and age, this would start a riot in Portland. All right.
Yes.
I mean, also it's just objectively an ugly fucking dress.
I mean, take
I
away.
don't know. Maybe they're.
Take away the stars and the blue stripes. It's essentially just a nice red shoulder strapless dress. I mean,
if it was just red, but as it stands, she literally put an X on her ass.
Well,
people are assuming the worst about this, but maybe they're just committed to their love of the Dukes of Hazzard. It's the General Lee in dress form.
She could lay on top of the General Lee and blend right in.
That, not really, it's not orange. Learn your fucking pop culture references, Pfizer, you're fired.
I'm sorry, I got distracted by all the porn.
Listen.
Yeah, that star is placed almost.
Yeah, I have
here.
What? It's just like go. It's like a landing strip on her ass.
Who wants to bet this is Alabama or Mississippi? One of the two. Just throwing it out there.
They're basically interchangeable. So
listen, I've got no problem with the Confederate flag as a personal item. I believe anybody has a right to own whatever they want and express themselves however they want. And she has every right to wear this dress. I've no problem. The reason I grabbed this image is because, seriously, she put an X on her ass.
She did. It's right over the butthole. It's right there.
It's not even that it's the Confederate flag. It's the fact that she has a fucking X on her ass.
It's an ugly dress. It's objectively an ugly dress.
All right. Now, this is a whole lot of America. Right here.
That is a whole lot of duct tape.
That is a lot of America. That is a goddamn Team America dress.
That is a very patriotic couple right there.
They clearly have the Obama So this happened during the Obama years. There's the Obama emblem right there on the dress. But this is a whole lot of red, white, and blue.
Uh-huh.
And it looks custom made, like perhaps at home.
So
Not
from
custom
my,
from a seamstress or a raiment, but actually made with like bin liners.
Yeah, well, I was thinking I was just wondering how many inner tubes and floaty pool beds died to make these.
there is I have learned a thing about the prom, and there is a company called Duct Tape, and they have a contest every year for the couple that can make the best prom outfit out of duct tape. Yeah,
I think there's at least one image in this collection of picture this that has a duct tape dress.
Wait a second. Is that made out of tape?
Now listen, I made fun of the Confederate flag dress, so I'm gonna have to make fun of this patriotic Obama outfit, matching outfit here. I'm sorry, I'm just
I
an
think
equal.
that might actually be tape.
It does kind of look like something threw up on them.
It looks like tape on actual clothing. Just different
I
colors.
looked at pleats on that skirt, yeah.
Yeah, just it looks like tape. I think they taped their own dresses. The shoes, I'm not sure I'll tape. But that is
What are the parts coming from? They don't kind of don't fit in the whole design. They look weird.
all I know is that there's a time and place to be overly patriotic. This is not one of them.
I think they might have adhered to each other.
They're stuck together. Oh!
All right, here's the traditional prom dress of people from Kekistan.
Oh no.
Oh! Oh! There's a penis on the banana hammock.
There is a dick. There is, in fact, a dick on the banana hammock. Yes.
I'm most troubled because this seems to be rather baby-faced gent. I hope they're of legal age in their world because otherwise we might be in trouble now.
I think she's a hooker that was hired to go with him. Look at this old lady in the back.
She doesn't know. She can see his ass, and she's just like doesn't really know what's going on or why she's here anymore.
This is pretty bad.
Is this that candid camera show?
Listen, you could be an edgy teenager on the internet all you want, but don't take your edgy internet personality out into the real world, you fucking idiots. Hey, I gotta give it to him. I gotta give it to him. It takes it takes a whole lot of zero fucks.
It was amazing they was able to cram those balls into that hammock.
Yeah, that takes some serious cojones to go out like that in public. Just
I thought you need a wheelbarrow.
And look, normally they talk about those Kekistani people being white supremacists and so on. I don't think that's an accusation you can level against someone wearing this, though. So, on some levels, it's quite brilliant.
Yeah,
someone goes, "Is that supposed to be Pepe? Are you a white supremacist?" And they can just stare back and go, "Do I look like a white supremacist?"
Yeah, it's hard to take anybody like that seriously at all. But
no,
more power to him. Now here's a duct tape dress and matching male Luffy
outfit.
outfit.
Prince Charming thing.
Yeah, Prince Charming.
Um,
Thoughts. I'm gonna go get just you two share your thoughts while I go get some more to drink.
My first thought is that he has a very unfortunate set of letters on his chest.
That was my thinking as well, especially to stick it in sort of the stylized heart. It doesn't send a message you really want to throw out there.
No, it doesn't. I'm not really sure why that's the first place that I focused on, considering the it looks like they've inflated their sleeves and there's so much else going on in this image, but that's where I focused. And the second place I focused was his crotch.
You can see it and all that?
I think there's an illusion going on in my in my thing. I think there's reflection that's making his dick look humongous. And I mean, if that's not the case, congratulations. Call the Guinness people.
Well, look, if they're going to go to the trouble of inflating the shoulder pads, I suppose, you might as well inflate other areas too.
True. I mean, if I was a dude and I was making my own duct tape dress, duct tape outfit, I'd definitely add a little duct tape to the, just to help me along. Duct tape cod piece.
Are you talking about his cod piece? His very obvious duct taped dick?
Yes. He went a little overboard.
She's probably safe, but on the bright side, that suit he's put for himself has got to serve as some sort of padding when everyone else kicks the shit out of him later on for being a nerd.
Listen, people. Raise your children to actually survive real life. Please. For the love of the gods.
I mean, one thing is good for both of their parents is there's no chance of a prom night baby, considering neither of them can get out of these.
Well, there's a whole lot of protection.
Yeah. Oh, he's the Trojan man!
Is that what it is?
I don't know. He has CP on his freaking chest. I have no idea what's going on here.
I suppose.
No, we're assuming they made these themselves. Maybe his father just thought he needed some toughening up. Made it for him.
His father's given up. Wait.
I added this picture because that's a skeleton.
I kind of suddenly don't want to make fun of this girl.
I put this one up here because I think she has a problem.
Yeah.
She looks like a lollipop. The head is much bigger than the stick body, this emaciated form that is currently inhabiting that lizard dress. That is clearly dragon skin of some sort.
I mean, that would be badass, actually. The dress is kind of badass when you think about it.
Reptoid spotted.
And you also have to have a huge set of balls to wear any kind of animal print to an event.
Also, what's this girl over here thinking? Like the one way off to the left there. Look at her. Look at
what's going through her mind right now.
Look at Amy Winehouse back there. It's like, what the fuck?
But I have to say, the Beanpole previous, they were clearly enjoying themselves. I mean,
yeah.
Any closer and she'd take out an eye.
Yep.
Boing!
I think this kid is gonna behave himself tonight.
Yes.
I think he's gonna behave himself, personally.
I think one of these guys in uniform is probably her dad.
I'm guessing it's this one here.
Yeah, I think that's dad.
Because the friends are all standing behind. He's the one actually making eye contact.
He looks terrified, and from what I've learned about your realm, probably shouldn't have his hand in his pocket.
Hands where you can see them, punk.
Hands where we can see them at all times.
Boy, I can shoot you and no one will raise a word of alarm.
Yep. That dress is really pretty, though. I kind of like it. It's like...
Yeah, this image has nothing to do with the outfits at all. This has everything to do with how fucking scared that fucking kid is. How fucking terrified inside of it. He's like, dear God, I should have never dated a cop's daughter.
This is what the conversation is. This cop asking, so when's the curfew? 11, sir. So when's the curfew? 10:50.
That's one of them dads that walks out when his daughter's date shows up and he throws a bullet and it hits the kid in the chest and the kid's like, what? And he goes, it moves faster after 11. Here we go again. Here we go with the camo deer hunters.
See, now if her date goes wrong, she might actually have a chance of running, or him at that point.
They both got guns. Yeah, they both fucking rocking the firearms.
They both have guns. It's a toss-up at that point.
Yeah, well, I believe there's a saying for this: a well-armed society is a polite society, and you have to be a very polite society to say nothing about that haircut.
I really wish blonde high school girls would stop getting spray tans before important events. If you're pale, embrace it. There's nothing wrong with being milky white skin.
I'm sorry, you're talking about the orange girl, and yes, that's notable, but what's standing out to me is the haircut and the dude's forehead is just so blindingly white in comparison to the rest of him. It's
He
like
wears
this
a hat.
fat top tee and...
No,
No, he wears a hat most of the time. You can tell.
He wears a hat.
He
It
wears
is
a
a-
I think
he wears a
She
cowboy
she should
hat.
have lent him. She should have lent him some of her spray-on tan there because that's haunting.
You
It's
guys
like
don't
he's wearing a bone helmet.
You guys got it all wrong. It's not a spray tan. She's trying to match her sash.
Listen, people. Enough with the deer stalker, the deer hunter outfits for prom. Please let this fashion die. All right, like the deer that you can. I got nothing against people hunting. I hunt as well. But
Just look, add some white strips there, and he's in Punisher war paint.
well,
Is someone already puking?
I think somebody's had enough already. She has definitely turned around vomiting.
See, we pre-gamed a little too hard, and this is where we're at.
Yeah, that's quite the pre-celebration. The sun's still up. Prom hasn't even started yet.
Oh
know-
no!
No,
This
don't
is
take a picture.
clearly she's in the witness protection program and is making an excuse not to be
Look at the red dress. Look at the red dress.
exposed.
It's so pretty. Oh my goodness.
Are you okay, Pfizer?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Did you just squeal?
No.
Did you
No,
just squee
No.
like a prepubescent little princess?
Nah. No, you're hearing shit. Go to the next picture.
You want to be a fancy girl, Liza? Is that it?
Fuck no.
Get a bit frilly, maybe go to the ball and dance around a bit.
No, I only went because I was being paid to the one time. Definitely not because too cool. Shut up. Go to that. Oh, it is the next picture. Never mind.
I don't quite know what's going on here, but
Is that an old-fashioned strongman boxer?
I believe it is.
I'm thinking these boys have two dads and they're the same man.
That's somebody's dad for sure.
Are these guys going to the prom without dates, or are they waiting on their dates to show up and dads come out and is all like, you behave yourself now, or I'll give you some of my dukes.
He's making sure none of the girls want to come back to this house.
Or is he going to the prom with them like that? I have no idea.
He's a chaperone. Oh no!
I don't think he's a child because of the tattoos. I think in the Earth realm you have to be a certain age. So I don't think he's a high school student.
He also has some gray hair and a receding hairline. So
Yes, that's one of the dads for sure. That is an impressive mustache though, I will say. Quite impressive.
And that's a chainmail tank top. That's got to chafe the nipples quite badly.
So remember what you said about not bringing your edgy internet personality into real life? This is another version of that.
Oh man. Who goes to prom like this? Somebody who plans on not getting laid. I mean, all that would just get in the way. So he just knows.
Right.
He just knows they're just friends. They're just friends.
She's not even trying. I mean, he actually glued the horns to his head. She's not even fucking trying. She's got on a headband.
Why would she? At least the headband she can take off in the middle of the night and just be in a red dress, and then she can go fuck some more popular kid.
Yeah. No, I don't like this.
Come before Travis, disturbing Lord of Heck.
Yeah, that kid looks like his name is Kyle. I'm just I'm so mean.
This kid's name is Lord. Oh my god, what's with the fucking camo?
Once again, this trend needs to die. Please stop with the camo.
Why does this make me angry?
It makes
To be fair, I'm just glad they're putting some bright colors in there so we have a bit less of a chance of a terrible, tragic hunting accident.
Now, yes. If the orange, if it wasn't the camo and it was just black, I'd be okay with this image. It wouldn't even be in picture this, but just stop already with the camo, please. People.
Just how redneck can I get?
There is no reason to advertise to the whole world that you live in a decent double wide, okay?
With deer shit on the wall.
Well, no, looks like it's part of a pretty nice house, actually.
All right.
You probably need some serious money to get that tacky.
She really looks like she's here under duress.
Does she not look like she wants to go home? Seriously, like
she looks like she's trying to go home.
Look at her, like, hunched over. She's not standing up straight. She's got this worried look on her face.
He looks like Nick Cage.
There's a bit of a Nick Cage / Jesse from Breaking Bad look here. Right?
Yeah, he looks like he has some blackmail material on her, and this was a condition of keeping it from going public.
Yeah, but not in the cheesy 90s teen comedy romance way, the creepy stalker way, you know?
Like he hacked her webcam at one point, and this is her life now.
She's trying to run, and he's holding her.
Yeah, she doesn't look like she wants to be there, just by the body language, you know?
And he looks way too pleased.
And he looks high as fuck. All right, let's take a quick break, read some super chats. There aren't many, so I want to get them over with. In fact, there's only one. Ghost of Recon gave 5 signals to say, "Don't lie, Ark. None of these photos have any effect on you. Magog, punish him for his insolence." So another 5 attack for me. They just don't like you tonight, do they, Ark?
It would seem not.
Yes.
Oh well.
Arcturus, if you don't come up with more A material like you did previously with the Dairy Queen prom joke, then I'm going to force you to wear camouflage outfits.
So you're plotting a hunting accident for me? Is that it?
I hope arrows get stuck in your back. You better bring your A game next time.
We do have a Streamlabs, by the way. Not everyone hates me. Or a Serotonin 5 signals to say, some health for you, Arcturus. Why, thank you, Orla. Seraph, I'm going to go ahead and use one of that right now to undo Magog's efforts immediately.
Yep, that's why I didn't even try that hard.
Very good.
I think I still have some health left too. Oh, wow. We're all full health.
I'm not going hunting with you anytime soon, Dick Cheney.
Valid. I'll allow it. All right, next image.
Okay, so when you were saying Valley Girl, this is Valley Girl, and what's going on in the back of this photo?
Yeah, I see what's this.
Who's that guy that tries fast food? Because he kind of looks like him. What the hell is he?
That's fucking McLovin
Michael
back
Sarah, the
there.
early years.
Like, these girls look fine. I mean, that dress is a bit slooty, but
It is.
not in a way that bothers me all that much. But that fucking kid back there is like,
Soon,
soon.
vengeance will be mine.
These are the aforementioned Valley Girls. He looks like, you just wait until the roofies kick in, you bitch.
You spurn me now, but when my software startup takes off. You'll be sorry. You'll be sorry.
This is the reaction to being told no by one or both of these girls.
That is straight up like an evil looking kid. Like that's Damien.
Damien's high school years. They're both gonna have an accident by the end of the night. Also, her dress, the blue dress, looks like a good version of what the Chavs were trying to pull off.
Yeah. At least she's.
Wait a second. Is that a young Mark Zuckerberg?
I have no idea.
No, he doesn't look lizard-like enough.
Now this is what you do, I suppose, when you can't get a date to prom. You go with yourself.
I'm not gonna lie, I kind of admire her balls.
Hey, take some guts.
Yeah.
You know, that's.
I don't have anything to say about it.
I got nothing. I just wanted to show it off because it's rather clever, if you ask me.
Yeah, it's kind of clever. She even only made up half of her face.
See, that's a start, but I'm actually quite bothered by the fact that the hair is the same length on both sides. It's just incomplete. It's almost working, but not there. It's really
To be fair,
irritating me.
No, men have
Just-
long hair all over Voth, and as I understand it, long hair is popular in the Earth Realm too for men.
and I wouldn't chop my hair off on one side for this joke either.
Yeah,
Just
no.
bind it up or something, for contrast's sake.
My biggest question is why are they holding cocks?
Those aren't cocks.
It's a hen party.
Oh, it's chickens. That's right. I just saw the red and thought that it was a rooster, but yes,
hens.
now that I zoom in a bit more, those are definitely chickens. But they also look so serious. Like this is a serious moment in their lives.
Also,
Front and
unfortunately,
center here, I'm seeing like this sort of existential ennui. Like they're
It's weird.
seeing their entire gray future stretched out before them, receding into the horizon, and realize they have nothing to look forward to.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
and I'm also, I'm sorry to report that the only thing in this picture that has breasts is the chickens.
That's not a prerequisite. I like them all sizes, but you are correct. Those chickens are more well endowed than these young ladies. But
I mean, I'm flat as a board, so I'm just making a joke.
Maybe that's why they have the chickens. They're going to stuff them.
Stuff is on the dress. Sorry, mental image. Oh my god.
welcome to San
Oh!
Francisco, everyone. This is the most awful goddamn prom picture I've seen out of the whole lot thus far. And that counts the
rainbow.
camouflage dresses and the chav girls from the Kingdom of Uck.
She's rainbow white.
As bad as this is, I have to say that Prince CP was a bit worse.
Maybe for the male, but look at this fucking shit.
Look at her shoes! Oh my god, are there Pikmin on her feet?
Pinwheels.
She slaughtered Pikmin and put them on
They're
her
called pinwheels.
I like mine better.
This is the children that they raise in the Earth Realm. Do you now understand why I think it would actually be kind of easy to take over their dimension?
Yeah, but on the other hand, nukes.
Yeah, but they don't know how to push the button because the button doesn't have a sunshine smiley face on it.
How have
And
they
it's illegal in California anyway.
How have they managed to not blow themselves up?
Holy brickety block!
Hello.
Flippity blop! That is just the most wrinkled backdrop I have ever seen. I cannot believe that.
Disgraceful. Utterly disgraceful.
Also,
But look at that bright smile.
you know what? This might be a wedding picture, not a prom picture.
You know what? It came up with the prom search. But
I'm
yes,
just
you're right.
saying
I don't think this is a teenage girl going to
I
prom.
agree.
I think this is a fully grown woman going to a wedding. And this is what she chose to wear.
She's going to try and test the groom's resolve, I assume.
I
I'm
have,
just
And the whole freaking wedding party.
I think she's challenging gravity to a fight.
She's challenging all sorts of physics.
Is there a sticky part of that dress just to keep it on?
That's got to be adhesive.
She's just
got to be.
She's just looking off to the side there. But when I see this image, I think this is what I hear. This is her internal voice. Your move, Newton.
Jump a little.
Listen,
Jump.
I think they're fake. Because, boom, okay? Now that they're out of the picture, look how thin her skeletal frame is, right? It's just not proportionate, right?
I mean,
like, I know that some women out there can be disproportionate, but that does not look real for that size neck and shoulders and arms and face.
Magog.
Each one is larger than her head.
She paid a lot of money for those, and she wants to show them off.
She didn't pay money. She didn't pay a goddamn thing.
Physically, objectively larger than her head.
Whew! All right, the height of the Twilight craze.
Return to internet edginess. Don't let your fandom puke all over your real life.
This is obviously before Harry Potter.
Oh my god, it lights up.
Yep.
No, Twilight was after Harry Potter. Harry Potter is an ongoing thing.
Nope. I do believe that I'm talking about when Harry Potter became teenagers and the characters got old enough to be like, oh, they're dreamy. See, they started out as kids. But Twilight instantly went for that teenage girls lusting after hot boys audience.
Yeah, it literally did go right to that demographic.
Yeah.
But they're lit up.
Harry Potter and the kids from Harry Potter didn't get hot until like the 7th movie. So Twilight definitely.
Team Edward or Team Jacob? I'm Team cremate this dress.
For the love of God, read a different book. People, please read a different book besides Harry Potter or Twilight.
Or 50 Shades of Grey. I don't
Listen,
see anything wrong.
there's absolutely nothing wrong with this image. I just
No,
wanted to pull it up because I like the fact that it's a juxtaposition. Like, he seems like a perfectly normal young man dressed in a nice black tuxedo. This chick was like, I'm going as Elvira, and I'm fine with that.
It's Morticia's early years.
Morticia, yeah, maybe they're doing like an Addams Family thing. Like,
He does kind of have a Gomez vibe to him.
he doesn't have the mustache.
This was Adam's Family cosplay at first, but then again, Morticia was not known for boots like that. In any case, they clearly have style.
I don't know if it's Morticia, it'd be a floor-length dress.
I do believe, though, that both of these people are fans of AFI and Evanescence. I'm just going to throw that out there.
Well, they might have style, but then lack taste, I suppose.
Speaking of lacking taste.
Okay, then. So apparently it's not just chavs who scalp women and wear their hairs.
Listen, I get that you're a fan of anime, but that's where it should end.
It's not anime, that's a mullet.
This is not kawaii.
She looks like a white Grace Jones.
I saw this and I was thinking Captain Tennille for some reason.
With less cheekbones.
Tennille, and this is not the captain, though. What's the weebish version of a captain?
I have no idea.
Oh god, we found something worse than the fucking camo. We found something more white trash than the camo.
Yes, we did.
Yep, we went. They live in a crappy single wide.
But they're in no danger of being shot with guns.
Are you sure about that?
Who would shoot them? Nobody.
You wouldn't waste the ammunition.
The worst thing you would try to do is drink them. I have nowhere to go for this image. It's just baffles.
They're naked in Natty Light.
It baffles my mind.
I don't want to follow this whole drinking them concept. It's just no. Pretty specialized quirk there.
Their taste in beer sucks too.
Who would leave the house?
It does seem like an awful lot of effort for no reason, because they're clearly clothed perfectly just fine underneath. I don't know really if they needed to break out those beer boxes for this.
I think we can do at least one more, I think. Or is that the end? Is that
sure,
the end of Picture This? I think so. Yes, it is. That is the very last image.
Look, there's more to mine out of Captain Hirohito previously. I've got questions too. We can always revisit it. But I keep on hearing off-brand versions of Sweet Dreams Are Made of These.
Let's just stay on this one for a while and contemplate physics.
I want to see a show of physics and have her jump.
I'm afraid something might tear.
I want to see how much that dress can take. I don't even care about seeing the boobs. I just want to see if she can make them pop out.
That dress is like, please God,
Mere life.
All
Made
right.
from space materials used on the space shuttle.
That's like a NASA design dress. Just
I
holding
thought
the
the
weight.
first one was fucking struggling.
Anyway, that is the end of Picture This. I hope everyone enjoyed the segment. Let's take one last look at Super Chats and Streamlabs to make sure we got all the donations, and then we will bid you adieu for the weekend. We did get one from the Dark Conservatarian, 5 Cygnas, to say, when did Billy D. Williams steal Edgar Winter's hair? I know who Billy D. Williams is, but I don't know who Edgar Winter is.
I don't know who either of those people are.
That one flew right over my head.
I assume this is regarding the man with the Chav style and the scalp they took and then just started weaving the hair for reasons I can't even begin to fathom. Some sort of assertiveness thing, I'm guessing. Marks him as a lunatic. Don't mess with him, he's clearly insane.
Do we have any Streamlabs, Ok?
No, I'm sad to say that we do not. The last message was from Oilsaf. Thank you again. No, this has been a pretty chill wind down as it happens.
Yes, I really have no complaints about tonight's show. We sat around and had some good drinks and a few laughs and looked at some interesting pictures. Before we go, does anyone have any ideas for Picture This? Perhaps I can narrow down the categories a little more. Perhaps we can get some ideas.
I think you need to space out the dairy plum queens a bit more. We had a bit of a rush and then a drought and then one. Then I think we need to pace it to keep spirits at the appropriate height.
In keeping with the white dresses, how about wedding disasters?
I thought about that, but believe it or not, there's not as many as you might think to find. And a lot of the photos are staged.
That's
Awkward family photos.
Bad family photos, family portraits. Yeah, that could be something funny. But then we're just
portraits.
Yeah, that's a possible for Picture This. I wouldn't mind doing that. The Dark Conservatarian gave 5 Cygnas to say, "Damn, look at them titties." By the way, look up Edgar Winter Group rock band. Alrighty. Yeah, I didn't know who Edgar Winter is, but perhaps I will look. Anyway, we're done.
Dreams are made of these. Who had on to disagree?
Somebody suggested anime titties. I'm not sure that's what we're looking for.
That's not really the purpose of Picture This. That would be a whole different segment called Horny on Main.
I am such a good thief that I can steal the hearts of beautiful maidens. Literally.